What is good, my people? It is the boy, Question Young Wayne, aka the third Sub-Zero. Today, as you guys already know, Quan was released yesterday. I did a little video with my girlfriend. We did a little reaction, and today, time to get a little more serious. All right. Today we're gonna take an in-depth, what I like to call balls deep. We're gonna do a balls deep dive, and really it's just gonna be us kind of taking a look at the character's past. You know what I mean? We're gonna take a look at Quan Chi's special moves in a lot of different media. I went to obviously the old video games, but we also went to like Scorpion's Revenge. I looked up some stuff on Rebirth, but all he did was he had his shape-shifting ability. But we shall see. We shall see. As you guys know, the trailer was released, and we got a few things to talk about. So let's dive right into it. All right. First thing that we see is actually this weird Squidward tentacles looking thing, and honestly, I thought that it looked menacing. Like, I thought it was kind of cool because we've seen different like demonic creatures. Actually, the only one that I could think of is that bat. I'm gonna show you guys that. But we've seen like, I don't know, different. You could almost call them pets. Like if you've ever played World of Warcraft, send out pets, you know, and they help you in battle. Actually, yeah, I got the bat right here. I forgot. Yeah, these are the bats from MKX, and this is like it's a similar deal with you know, with the Squidward tentacle thing. As you guys will see, like you can do different type of combo extensions with the octopus, or not. It's a squid, my bad. With the squid, and well, let's just get right into it. We're gonna just break it down like each part at a time, okay? These are all the significant parts that I was able to find. As we can see here, obviously it would appear that Quan Chi has a low combo starter, which is that's significant. That's good. Follows it up with that Squidward thing, which launches the opponent. He's then able to do this normal, where, well, I think it's a normal. It could just be in the combo string, but you know, he's hitting the opponent from the opposite end of the screen, or the opposite side of the screen. Same thing with that, a different type of portal normal, where he's just like able to like stick his foot. He like teleports his foot to the other side. Now the question is, let me move myself. The question is, when that comes out, is that gonna count? Well, we'll see it better in another shot, but is that gonna count as like an overhead, or is that going to count as a mid? Because the thing is like if he has another animation that's similar to that, you know, but it goes to his low, now you got to play the game of like, is he going to do his low, or is he going to do, you know, that normal that teleports his foot? Then we see Chameleon come in. It looks like that's the Melina square wave, I believe. Couple hits. All right, and then he falls through. So it appears that you can do. This is the stomp. It appears that you can do the stomp in the air. So because it's an air special as well. Most of his specials, I think, are going to be air specials, because he just hit he hit a 2-hit combo in the air, and then he canceled directly into that stomp. Now, if you guys remember the stomp, man, the stomp is infamous. You know, stomp go all the way back to his first appearance. Well, his first playable appearance in Mortal Kombat 4. Where he would actually do you'll see later, you had to actually EX that move, but it was tracking. So even if you were running out of the way, you were still gonna get hit with it. Mortal Kombat 9, this is actually that's the EX version of it. Yeah, as you can see, I spent meter. I didn't actually record the other one, my bad. But because I didn't think it was significant, but it is. It's just a way to end combos. Then you got it at MKX. Again, that's the EX version. You got to spend meter for that. But I did actually get the normal one, where you just stomp his head out. So yeah, it's pretty. It's just cool seeing it, and then going back to their original, or not their original, but their new idea here. It's not a new idea. It's just their reimagining of this move. Kind of cool. Go to the next one here. Next we get same thing. He starts this combo with that normal. Now, I'm assuming that it is a normal. That would definitely seem as though it's a normal. It could be overhead, could be mid, could be high. Actually, it's probably high, but hopefully not, because that would be not very good. You can just duck that. Then you see Chameleon come in. That's the Jade purple glow. So now he's immune to projectiles, which you're gonna see right there. Projectile goes right by him. This normal here, where he puts his foot through the portal, it's very reminiscent of his back three in Mortal Kombat X. Same concept. He can hit you from the other side of the screen. It's not. I mean, it would seem like it's like super powerful, right? But I mean, you just block it. you just block it. So, yeah. Let's keep it moving here. What's happening there? All right, so same thing. He does. This is a different normal though. That's a different one. But same thing. He's starting the combo with that teleportation type normal. You get Jade to come in with her. I believe that's her boomerangs, or no, whatever that thing is. It's not a boomerang. This is the crazy part. Like, this is where stuff kind of starts getting crazy to me, because I really don't know what exactly is happening right there. Okay, like if you look, okay, he starts with the normal, and then we get the cameo, right? Now, what is Quan Chi doing right here? I think he could be doing a buff. Now, if you remember in Mortal Kombat 9, he had this move right here that would buff his damage. I wonder if it could be something similar to that. He also had a debuff as well that he would put on his opponents. That would actually make the opponent take more chip damage. And then he also had the buff where he would basically, he takes a hit of armor right there. So if he's standing in that little vortex, as you can see, he turns yellow. That means he's taking a hit of armor. So, I don't know if that's what's happening here. Maybe if he's doing some type of buff, or if he's charging. I really don't know. Obviously, I see that he hits him with like an overhead pop-up move here after, but he brings in his tentacle, and yeah, that was the end of that one. So it's kind of interesting. He definitely has that tentacle is a big part of his game plan for sure. All right, keep it moving. Next move we saw was, I'm pretty sure this is a mid. This is probably like his is his very good, I would assume one of his best normals. It looked like it was pretty fast. Then you got Melina that comes in, or excuse me, it's Chameleon that comes in as Melina. I don't know what that move is. Just it's the roll. It's the roll. And then see, now this was confusing to me. If you look at Quan Chi. What? I don't know if this is just an animation while you're doing your summon cameo. It could be. It probably is. But I was like, what is he doing right there? What is he doing right there? He like slammed the skulls together and just, jumped up and kept the ass whooping going. Was that a tongue, bro? Oh no. That was a tentacle. It looked like a tongue. Like, then he just kind of hits him down there. Pretty normal stuff. At the end, it looks like that normal. It looks like he may also have normals with those tentacles as well. But yeah, man, I would say like thus far, man. Honestly, he's looking beast. Like so far, I'm liking and this is not even like wait till you see these next parts, because this is where stuff kind of like really goes off the rails. All right. And the thing that's funny is like, you know, we got this whole talisman or whatever in the game, and not that it's funny because you know, you got Quan Chi with the amulet. I thought it might be kind of cool, maybe not to substitute it with the talisman necessarily, but you know how Johnny Cage has that star power. I mean, maybe you fill up his amulet power or something. You know, like I think the same way how they had Spawn and he was the only person in MK11 with the armor break move. I think that maybe they could do something like that by implementing a new mechanic with Quan Chi, or even because it was already with Johnny Cage, and it's like everybody should have a meter, you know, a super something that they feel, and then like, you know, at the very least everybody can cancel their special into another special, you know, at the very least. Let's see here, my bad. So let's keep it moving. Yeah. As stated, this guy is like super strong. I'm really loving the moves that they're giving him. You know, this dude has, I mean, if you look at the power level of that they have given him in previous Mortal Kombat media, I mean, this dude is super strong, man. And do not forget that this dude controls the Dragon Army. Okay, so I mean, the potential for not only just his fatalities and, you know, his specials and all his normals, but like just lore wise, man, like I'm pretty sure something is happening with this dude, because the way him and Shang Tsung, he's like, you know, in due time. That laugh was great, I'm telling you. Not mine, but his was. I tried. All right, let's keep it. The next one we have is a star here. Okay, so next thing is this is actually pretty basic. Obviously, he has his fireball, his standard fireball. He's not gonna, you know, that's not going anywhere. But what's kind of cool about it is, well, number one, as you can see, the chameleon cameo comes in with the katana fans as like a extra projectile, as if the projectiles that he already has isn't enough. And as you can see, also he has the air projectile. All of these, going all the way back to Mortal Kombat 4, he's always had a projectile. Even in Mortal Kombat Daily Alliance, where he literally only has 2 special moves, like, bro, they have no excuse for that. He one of them was still, you know, his infamous skull fireball. And I mean, you know, you can't really go wrong. It's kind of interesting where because there are some moves that are missing. So where they went with it, like, okay, yeah, of course they're going to keep the fireball, right? Well, there's a couple of moves that I would have for sure thought they would have kept, and they didn't. So yeah, we'll get to that. This Mortal Kombat 9 one is probably the closest one to the way that it looks currently. And MKX, same thing. They gave him the same ability, but in MKX is when they actually gave him the ability to do it in the air as well. So, I mean, maybe this one's actually closer. It just seems like this game was a little bit clunkier. So, you know, I don't know. Do with that, you say, do with that what you will. This is his appearance with his fireball. This is a different type of fireball that he had in Scorpion's Revenge. And it was kind of cool. He had like some electric powers and whatnot. It was sweet. It was sweet. But keeping it moving. Here's another. This was super interesting. Right after this particular play, he just grabs him, and then Chameleon comes in for the grab. But what's crazy is, what is he doing right there? Now, this is very. I know this is kind of a reach, but I'm just saying. This is very reminiscent of him. You see how he's using that skeleton, right? He's using the skeleton as like a defensive thing. That's more offensive right there, and you'll see that too. But right there, that's super defensive. That's super defensive, right? So it's almost like, is it a parry? It just seemed instant though, so that was why it was confusing to me. I don't know. It was sweet though. Let's keep it moving. Next thing, this is where stuff like gets really funky. Okay. Same thing. We get that mid. Just some standard, string that he's going through. Now, that has to be part of the string. Obviously, that's part of that string. Now he just canceled into, okay, the low tentacle, which is going to pop him up, keep the combo going. He hits him twice, bounces him up, and then offensively he uses those skeletons, like we just saw, in this video here, where he brings them all out, like, hey, go get him there. Yeah, he ends up getting punched by Jax. But anyways, yeah, he's utilizing a lot of the powers that we've seen in previous games, and some that, with the tentacle and the skeleton. I mean, we've seen the skeleton, but the skeletal face, but not the entire, skeleton. Gotta bust them in there, right in there, bust them in their skeletons. I would say that this is another reach, but this move is kind of reminiscent of this MKX move that he had. Not this one really, but more so this one, because instead of the tentacle being able to grab you and keep the combo going, he grabbed you. Just grabbed you by the foot, and just, the combos you could do with that are way better than that. I just have not a clue. Not a clue. All right, so this is where stuff gets really funky, baby. All right, so first of all, he opens this portal behind him. No, that's not the first thing he does. Actually, the first thing he does is this ground move that he puts on Shang Tsung. It appears to be like some type of it inhibits his movement. He can't move. There's even an animation that makes him appear as though he's trapped. I don't know if there's a timer, if you can, if you hit the spikes or something and get out of it, I don't know. But again, he opens up this portal behind him, and it appears that he has enhanced projectiles. Now, the crazy thing is that right after that projectile, right, he does another projectile that not only is it super huge purple skeleton, it eats all incoming projectiles as well. And not only does it eat all incoming projectiles, it also combos as well. So right when the skeleton hits him, it opens up a portal underneath him, I believe. And as you can see, Shang Tsung comes through, he gets kicked again. He sends another purple skeleton through, because most of all his moves seem to be all airborne attacks as well. And it keeps the combo going even further. And I'm pretty sure that's just his down two. His down two is the skeleton. Man, this one again, like this little purple glow, is kind of reminiscent of his purple glow in MKX, where it was a buff that he could do with his sorcerer of variation, and what it would do is enhance, or excuse me, it would enhance his other special moves, like the projectile, his ground burst, and his trance move, which I'm going to show you guys as well, because it's like we didn't see that. All right, but keeping it moving here. As you can see right there, he started the combo with that mid again. So again, I really do think that's going to be an important button. Now see this one, okay. This one is completely crazy to me. Okay, I don't know what is happening. All right, we're gonna try. Okay, he hits him with that mid, we're gonna call it, right? And then, oh man, there's so much happening there. He hits him with the mid. He then pulls out his Squidward tentacles there. And then he cancels into something that appears to be maybe that ground burst thing. Maybe this is the ground burst. Remember, you had to aim the ground burst, wherever the opponent was. It didn't automatically track. This was MK9, and then we also had it at MKX as well, right? But I mean, I can't. That doesn't really look like it's necessarily what's happening there. And then Chameleon, there's like a super jump mechanic of some sort, and she like launches him in the air to, I would assume, be able to have more gravity than what you're normally allowed. And then right after that, he just does a grab. He just does a grab right after that. So it's just like, I don't know exactly what's happening right there. It appears that there's a lot happening right there. But that was the last sequence. Like I said, right after that, all they do is it's just another grab. They show you that Chameleon has a couple of different grabs. I was surprised that we did not get this trans move. Like, I'm sure you guys remember this move. This was his main combo extender. And the same thing in MKX. I am super surprised that they decided not to include that in his. And well, if they did include it, they didn't show it. And I mean, I don't see them not showing that move. It seems like a pretty good move. I guess we shall see. Oh, sorry guys. But yeah, that's the balls deep look at Quan Chi. Yeah, that might sound just a tad bit weird, but you get my point. You get my point. There was a couple of other things that were like noticeably missing. Let's take a look here. Actually, where did I delete that? Oh. Okay, sorry about that. So as I said, Quan Chi is he seems to be a possibly a setup type character with some of the buff abilities that he may have. And then the projectile, the ability for him to be able to keep the opponents far away, but yet also be able to like projectile himself. Well, keeping you away with the projectiles, and then also be able to like eat your projectiles with his purple skeleton. It's pretty impressive. I mean, I think it's hard for me to find characters that I really like, vibe with. And I even like those eyes, man. He's like, but he was looking crazy. But I thought that it was I don't know. I kind of liked it. A couple of moves that they did not, and I'm not gonna lie, I am not missing these moves at all. But let's take a look at a couple of the moves. Like we got air grab from Mortal Kombat 4, which is like, yeah, we don't need that. All right, I don't even know what was that? Why? What is that? We had a low kick in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which this game didn't even let you do air combos, so I don't understand what the point of that was. I don't get it. You also had he actually, believe it or not, he had a slide in Mortal Kombat 4, which is like, they gave him a slide? I should probably mute this while I do that. Yeah. His slide, and then last but not least, he needs this teleport, okay? This is from Scorpion's Revenge. He needs this. It's like a defensive teleport. He like catches the kick and then like still teleports down and then like smashes his head. I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was cool, man. I thought it was cool. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to kind of take a look at some of the different special moves that he had in different games, and then also I wanted to just kind of compare and contrast, like, playing it in slow motion and like looking at it kind of frame by frame. I can appreciate what they put into, even though the Squidward thing kind of looks a little bit weird. I can appreciate it. I like it. It looks fun. So we shall see. Omni-Man did not look fun to me. I did not. That wasn't fun to me, bro. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it wasn't fun. It just didn't really look fun. And that's why I didn't really pick it up. But Quan Chi, I think I'm gonna pick it up. I think I'm gonna pick him up. That'll be my reason to actually get him my $40. So, yeah, I think that's about it, guys. That is my time. I did my thing. It is the third Sub-Zero. Wei Shin, Yan Wei.